Welcome to battle number 5 of week number 10, the final week of the FnF Victory Road Draft League regular season. This battle is going to be pitting Noob Scrub, which is the Murican Braviarys, go out with a bang on Pokemon Showdown, versus Appletun Allegiance, which is Colin, the B team, on Pokemon Showdown. As a reminder, Mega Venusaur is the Mega Pokemon available today. Mega Lopunny will not be appearing. And actually, no Z-Crystal Pokemon will be appearing, as both Blossom and Pyukumuku are absent from the Murican Braviarys, and Ninetales, Alola, and Talonflame are both absent from Appletun Allegiance. So we won't be seeing any Z-move, and we're only going to see one Mega Evolution in this battle, not the other. I was actually surprised with the lack of Mega Lopunny in this battle, considering the fact that Mega Lopunny has been so good for Colin, and he's used Mega Lopunny pretty consistently. But he does bring a new toy with him, a secret weapon, if you will, or maybe not so secret weapon, which is Kyurem Black, who does really well against Noob Scrub. Noob Scrub did face King Fuse with Kyurem Black before, and the boosting substitute variant was very tough on his team. So, I think this will be a test to see if he can handle Kyurem Black this time. The other Pokemon don't pose as much of a threat, in my opinion. Rotom Wash can be somewhat of a threat, but Mega Venusaur does wall it. So I think Kyurem Black is going to be doing most of the heavy lifting in this match. So that'll be something to watch out for. And Noob Scrub actually not bringing Chansey this time, which is surprising. Bringing two new Pokemon that he picked up, Bronzong and Seismitoad, which I believe were counterpicks to Colin's team, so I'm excited to see how he uses those. And we'll see how it all plays out. This is going to be an interesting matchup, as Noob Scrub is one of the top seeds who actually struggled a little bit and ended up getting a low rank. And Colin is the opposite. He had the lowest rank, actually, and he's doing very well in terms of seed. So, I'm sorry, in terms of rank. He had a low seed, high rank. So let's see how these two players do. Both very capable players, both good friends, and I think this is going to be a fun battle. Okay, so let's see who they want to work with. We have Mean Look, the Dusclops, versus Rotom, the Rotom Wash. Rotom goes for the light screen, and we have a Trick Room up. Interesting to see Trick Room right off the bat. We have Venusaur coming in, Ivy Disjoint. Will-O-Wisp is going to miss. Venusaur goes for the Mega Evolution and a Swords Dance. Volt Switch hits, doing about 10%, and in comes Kyurem Black. Kyurem Black is Dragon Ice, but it usually doesn't have ice moves unless it has Freeze Shock. Okay, substitute is set up for Kyurem Black. Venusaur Swords Dancing up, going for that Earthquake to destroy the substitute. Hone Claws is up now for Kyurem Black. Trick Room is now gone. Kyurem Black is going to have to think about what to do in this scenario. Let's see what Kyurem Black has up its sleeve. Interestingly, Kyurem Black does not have the Z-Crystal attached, so it can't use Freeze Shock all at once. Even if it did use Freeze Shock, I think it would do massive damage, but we have to remember that Mega Venusaur does have thick fat, and that means that ice moves are neutral instead of super effective against Mega Venusaur. Some thinking going on here between the two sides. And a substitute goes up for Kyurem Black, and Earthquake's going to break that substitute. In comes Rotom Wash to take an Earthquake, but it is immune with Levitate. I think we could see a Will-O-Wisp here. Dusclops is what comes out, though, and Will-O-Wisp is exactly what was used. Dusclops is now free to set up another Trick Room, and is that what it decides to do? That is exactly what it decides to do. And now it could go for the Will-O-Wisp itself if it has Will-O-Wisp. Empoleon is what comes out, though. Substitute is now up. Hydro Cannon the Empoleon versus Kyurem. And Flash Cannon is going to be super effective, doing massive damage. Fusion Bolt doing massive damage of its own. 8% on Empoleon now. Decidueye is what comes in next, taking a Flash Cannon, which does about 37%. And Bronzong is here. Synthesis now recovering Decidueye's health. And Decidueye going for a substitute of its own. We see another Trick Room going up. And Gyro Ball's going to damage the substitute, but it doesn't break the substitute. Curse. Interesting Decidueye set. Alright, Dusclops comes out, and here's the Synthesis. This Decidueye is actually very defensive. If it could shrug off a Flash Cannon and then take a Gyro Ball and it won't even break the substitute, that is pretty crazy. Dusclops goes for the Seismic Toss, but it's immune because it's a ghost. Here comes the Curse. It's going to keep cursing and synthesising, but it only has 8 synthesises, so it has to be careful with how it does that. And in comes Endeavor the Seismitoad. And a Giga Drain's super effective, going to take down Seismitoad, I keep saying it wrong. This Decidueye actually proving to be pretty tricky. In comes Dusclops, mean look to Dusclops. Another Curse. And Trick Room's back up. Venusaur is the one to come out now, taking that Giga Drain like a champ. Decidueye goes for that Curse once again. Venusaur is going to Swords Dance. And the Earthquake is finally going to break that substitute from Decidueye. Venusaur, meanwhile, is being afflicted by the Curse, but it has Synthesis. And Decidueye sets up that substitute once again. Earthquake's going to break the substitute Synthesis on Decidueye. How much does Decidueye have left? 3 Synthesises left. Venusaur is going for some Synthesis of its own. And another Earthquake breaking the substitute. Venusaur is really riding out this Curse as much as it can. It has 5 Synthesises. Setting up with the Swords Dance versus 3 Synthesises on Decidueye. Decidueye going for the Giga Drain. This is a rather stally battle, but the interesting part is that Noob Scrub is not the one doing the stall, it's actually Colin. Not expected. Okay, and we finally see the substitute break this time around. Substitute is back up now. And now Colin's just PP stalling. Substitute has 9 PP left. Synthesis has 2 on Mega Venusaur. I think Mega Venusaur is going to have Synthesis completely stalled out at this point. Mega Venusaur goes for the Earthquake, it's a critical hit. Substitute is not able to happen because it is no longer at 25%. And a Synthesis from both sides. Another Earthquake. And another Substitute. Mega Venusaur now has 1 synthesis left. This is the final synthesis. Decidueye has 1 synthesis left as well. Mega Venusaur switches out into Bronzong, who takes that Giga Drain. And what will Bronzong do? Decidueye goes for that Curse. Bronzong sets up the Trick Room. Does Decidueye... It has 1 synthesis left. This is a very annoying Decidueye. What a turn of events that Colin would be the one stalling versus Noob Scrub in this battle. In comes Empoleon, taking that Giga Drain. It's going to go down. Score is now 4-6. Here, Toxapex is... Scald's not going to break the substitute, and based on how defensive that Decidueye is, I think it'll take a lot of Scalds to break that substitute. In comes Dusclops. And that synthesis is going to restore Decidueye to 73%, but that is the final synthesis it has. Pain Split's not going to work. And Curse is going to take down Dusclops for a score of 3-6. This is Decidueye's... Decidueye has no more synthesis left. Here's Bronzong. And the Giga Drain's going to hit Bronzong. You have another Trick Room set up. Gyro Ball fades the substitute. Decidueye maybe doesn't even need synthesis due to the fact that it's able to recover so much with Giga Drain and leftovers. And in comes Venusaur, taking a Giga Drain. And Bronzong's here now. The Curse is going to affect Bronzong. And there is no more Trick Room. In comes Toxapex. And Giga Drain's going to bring it up to 27% Decidueye. Decidueye goes for the substitute. Toxic cannot hit through the substitute. How much PP does it have on the Giga Drain? 4 PP. Wow, this Decidueye has really been PP stalling here. And we're going to see more Giga Drains happen, but I don't think Decidueye will be able to be out for long because of the fact that it's losing so much PP. In comes Bronzong to take what I presume is a Giga Drain. Indeed, Bronzong goes down to Decidueye. Here's Venusaur Mega, or Mega Venusaur rather. And another Giga Drain. Venusaur goes for the Swords Dance. Another Swords Dance. We could see a Curse. Nope, no Curse. I think this turn we're definitely going to see a Curse. Yep, Curse. Venusaur goes for the Earthquake. And I think we might see Rotom switch in now. Nope, Earthquake is going to take down Decidueye. Curse takes down Mega Venusaur. And we have one lone Toxapex left versus the 5 Pokemon team. Curem comes out. And Curem goes for the substitute. Toxic won't affect it because of the substitute. I think this is pretty much game. A Hone Claws boost. Scald will not break the substitute. Yep, I think this is game. And a Final Fusion Bolt is going to take down Toxapex for a final score of 0-5 for Appletun Allegiance winning. That's Colin's team. Noob Scrub going out with a bang. That Decidueye being very, very stubborn, did not want to go down, and that was, wow, that was one defensive Decidueye. So, yeah, that was the 5th match of Week 10. Colin has now secured his place into seed rank 2 in the playoffs bracket, so he just narrowly got in. And that's a wrap for this battle. So I'll catch you for the other 2 battles of Week 10 coming up.